Hello and welcome to Real Excel Epilepsy Portal. Tonight's live stream is about protecting yourself and how coronavirus may affect your seizures. So this is today's topic. First, I would like to say a disclaimer that I am not a medical professional. This channel is mainly for people with epilepsy. Anyone is welcome to watch tonight's video. It is not only about seizures, it is mostly about how coronavirus affects people and things that you can do at home to protect yourself and to boost your immune system. Okay. So disclaimer is about that we are not medical professionals. If you are going to use any supplements, especially if you have epilepsy and you have other illnesses, make sure that you talk to your doctor, talk to someone who has knowledge about how taking anything else is going to affect your seizures. Thank you for joining us. This is Virginia, my daughter.
Hi, they all know me already because I'm awesome.
Okay, well then
I have advice. If you want to get through quarantine time faster, just sleep through it. There's no risk. There's no risk of you getting sick. And I mean, you have nothing else to do, so.
And it's probably a number one or number two on the list of things to do to help to boost your immune system and to make sure that your immune system is strong enough to overcome the virus.
Yeah, okay. Sleep is great for everything.
Firstly, because this virus affects, it attacks people's. In the worst severe scenario, it attacks the lungs and the person cannot breathe. And so we will address this today. We will actually talk about things that you can do, especially for cleansing your lungs.
Hi, Misha.
Oh, hi, Misha.
Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Sophie. How are you guys? Okay, so you understood the disclaimer. So we are not medical professionals. Whatever you hear here is
she's definitely not a medical professional.
From our own experience. It is also passed on from my mother, who was a natural healer.
And she was a nurse too.
She was actually she was a what do you call it, lab technician. Okay. But she has gone to university for, for herbs and for natural healing.
Homeopathy.
And so she has taught me a lot of things. And I have learned.
Hi, Gregory.
Hi, Gregory. Welcome. And so what I have heard from my mom.
Michelle says she's good.
Awesome. Sophie, how are you? And Gregory, how are you doing? So mostly, I am passing on a lot of information from my mom that I learned over the years from her, and I have learned some new stuff. And obviously with this virus, which is completely new and it's affecting people all over the world, and it's obviously pandemic, we are addressing this. So we want to share our past experience from myself having a problem with lungs genetically from my father, bronchitis. So I have always had trouble breathing, and I've been always addressing this with herbs and with foods that help me to cleanse the lungs. And we will talk about it practically at the end, because first of all,
your Z in seizures looks like a 2.
That's okay.
No, so, it looks like a 2.
So after the disclaimer, guys, make sure that you know when you get your information, because right now connecting with other people face to face is not even you through touching anything in public is not safe. Okay, so what I recommend is that you do get your information online, and when you do, make sure it's trustworthy sources. Okay, usually universities or places like, you know, Center for Disease or any or World Health.
World Health Organization,
Thank
also
you.
known as WHO.
Yes, as who. You know, always consult these trustworthy websites before you take something in amounts that you don't know what to take, because right now it is gonna actually get a lot worse, and it will be very difficult to get a hold of any medical professionals. We may even have less and less medical professionals soon. So what I am suggesting is that when you do go online, make sure that you take it from sources that you trust. Okay. And okay, so first thing first, does how coronavirus does it affect your seizures? Okay. The answer, what would be your answer? Because this is only our opinion.
Okay, my answer would be yes. It would affect your seizures. It would it would most likely trigger more seizures because coronavirus has the same symptoms as pneumonia, and people with pneumonia. Last time I had pneumonia when I was still having seizures,
Mhm.
I had a lot of seizures.
Yeah. Even in a sleep. So she had more.
Even in sleep,
Yeah, she had more seizures in the sleep.
because also when you have a fever, it triggers uh, the neural pathways to be more active.
Okay,
Because
so yes,
it's trying to help your body to fight off the infection, and if your body is weak trying to fight off an infection, then it's not going to be focusing on it's not going to be focusing on what else is going on in your body.
so yes, my personal answer is yes. Okay, so due to any illness that you guys that anyone may have already, okay, they may not know about it, they may know about it, they may not know about it, but the first thing to do is to address any other health issues that you have at the moment. Okay, if you have, let's say you have a gallbladder problem, which I do. So, and I have had pancreatitis in the past. So I have to be very careful what I eat. I have to be very careful what I drink. So
She has to be, doesn't mean she is.
and so making sure that those things you know, work for you. I have lived with the same gallbladder that I was asked to remove 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago. I'm, you know, I'm still living with it today, and because I chose to keep it, and because I chose to change my diet completely. So you know, if I ever eat something that does not go well with my body, and the reason why I'm talking about this is because it will affect you and every one of you as well, where it comes to the immune system. So if you're eating anything that is not good for your body, okay, that produces more inflammation, that produces more mucus, that produces you know, just for you to feel sick after you, if you eat anything, guys, right now, this is just a normal thing. If you eat anything and you feel sick after eating that, whatever it is,
That's your body telling you that you should not be eating
that you should not be eating it. Okay, so you gotta stop right now. If you want to fight this thing, you have to have.
Stop right now. Thank you very much. That's what your body's telling you. Stop right now. Thank you very much.
Yes, and you listen to your body. Okay, listen to your body. You know, go with the common sense. Make sure that you eat and drink things that help you and that
If your body's
support your
telling
immune
you to
system.
sleep, then sleep.
Exactly.
I mean, unless you're behind the wheel of a car, but if you have
Don't sleep
epilepsy,
then.
you're not supposed to be driving.
Okay, so so any type of illness, okay, so any type of illness, you need to address it right away. Any type of conditions that you have, especially if it is breathing conditions, guys, I will talk about some herbs, and I'm also suggesting for you guys to go to which I put it somewhere here, but
have garlic.
to go and watch our last live stream, which was a very long live stream, and we were talking about. It was a show and tell. We were talking about all types of remedies, home remedies, and herbal remedies that you can use to help yourself and to boost your immune system and to protect yourself and to make sure that your body is clean and what to do so your body can also breathe better.
Okay, but I was gonna say if you have, because mommy has like bronchitis and stuff, so like if you have like breathing problems, I would suggest, especially if you have congestion, like regular congestion, even without being sick, then like have something like garlic or ginger regularly, because it can clear your sinuses and it can clear out your lungs. So that's better for you. Avoid dairy, because that'll clog everything up all over again, which is pointless. If you're gonna have dairy, then there's no point in having garlic, because it's just gonna counteract each other. It's just pointless.
Well, the garlic is still gonna help, but I want you to understand, guys, that if you're eating cheese and you're drinking milk, and I am gonna say this, for this time when this is a pandemic, you need to stay away from anything that's a dairy product.
You need
It
to stay away
produces
anything
mucus.
that is animal products, because animal products are
Well, they produce
they
more
inflame your
inflammation.
body. Yeah. And from all these things, the SARS, MERS, swine flu,
SARS, MERS, and swine flu. Okay.
okay, and even this is coming from animals.
Okay.
So you have to avoid it, because you don't know where the infection could come from. It could come from animals or from people.
Okay, so here's your homework. Not everybody just takes everything at face value. We could be talking about it.
I mean, if you want cheese, get the vegan one. I haven't had any issues.
Get information on. Is your head being seen? Okay,
Yes, my head is. Mama, my head is not that tall that I'm out of the picture.
Okay, so
You look so much shorter than me.
that's fine. I don't care.
My little mommy.
I completely lost my
My beautiful little mommy.
Okay, so so address your illness and anything that will disrupt the balance in your body. Okay, so if you are exercising or if you were thinking of exercising, exercise is one of the greatest immune system boosters.
But
okay?
if you're just starting exercising, don't do too much at
Don't
once.
overdo it. You will run your body down, and then you will actually
weaken your immune system if
So
you overdo it.
Start slowly. You can do 15-20 minutes, half an hour a day. Do it at a pace that you know that you can. And walking is great. Okay, stay away from people when you're walking outside. Don't touch your face. If you live in a building and you touch the elevator button, you gotta put something on your hands not to touch your face.
So our building, they put like a post, the directions. If you're touching the elevator buttons, then do it with like a napkin. But don't do it with a napkin if you use that napkin to blow your nose. That's what they said on the paper. They said to wash your hands regularly.
Okay.
And make sure to wear gloves when you're touching doors and stuff. Okay, so my point was that if you're exercising, if you're starting from laying down every day, don't.
Were you suggesting something?
Don't try and do CrossFit the first day, okay? Because
that's not gonna happen. No.
Yeah,
you can be sure of that. So
yeah.
Okay.
Sophie said we're so sweet.
Who?
Sophie said we are both so sweet. Okay.
Super cool, Sophie. Thank you for joining us again.
You know
remember,
how
we
you
have
said
to talk that I'm gonna send you the media release form, okay? And I need you to sign it.
She sent this story to me to my email.
Okay. So
Wait, I want to talk about lack of balance. Zena's doing that noise because she wants attention.
Okay,
lack of balance. If you're having lack of balance, like when you're walking or something, even if you're sitting down and you feel like dizzy and stuff, you have to be careful because that is one of the symptoms. I mean, if you're sick with flu or pneumonia, you could have like a slight lack of balance.
And you could do
But with coronavirus, you have like a really big, lack of balance. Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine.
Showing all this stuff in there. Okay, go.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, you have to be careful. And vertigo is one of the symptoms. So it does create a lack of balance for you.
Well, we're talking about lack of balance for immune system, honey.
Yeah, a lack of balance with your body. I know, but you have to be careful if you are feeling like an actual lack of balance in your body.
Oh, well, yeah, that could be a symptom.
Vertigo is one of the symptoms, which is lack of balance.
Okay.
You feel like dizzy and stuff.
Can you do me a favor?
There's no plugs over here.
There's a plug right there.
Behind everything?
Yes. Yeah. And only you can do it, so there you go. All right, so,
You're welcome for being thin enough to...
now I can talk.
reach it. And contorting.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, it's connected.
Okay, so the reason why I have to do this, is because we were sure my phone wasn't charged completely, so I want to make sure that.
Girl, your phone is never charged completely.
Okay, so I need it as long as possible. This is the longest?
Yes, this is as long.
This is not long enough to get to the thingy.
Well, you wanted it plugged here. You should.
Even with this plug like
yes,
that?
even with this plug like that, Mama.
Wow. This is still too short. Okay. Well, anyhow, right now we still have some juice, so we're good. Okay, so if your immune system is affected in any way, so don't over-exercise. Exercise, yes. So even if you haven't been exercising, go for walks. Being outside, I do not put this on the board, but being outside with fresh air, make sure that your room is always ventilated, that you have lots of fresh air,
but also
that you're
keep your
outside
distance.
in the sun.
Also keep your distance away from people outside so you don't run a risk of getting coronavirus.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that is here on the board. So yeah, so immune system affected in any ways. A lot of people have diabetes. A lot of people have a lot of other illnesses that need to be addressed. That you're taking medication for it. You also as a person with epilepsy, seizures, you're taking medications for that as well. So you need to be able to to take your meds, and you have to know how they're gonna affect your immune system, because some of them do. Okay, and you need to boost that immune system, and I will talk about some vitamins, some vitamins and minerals and things that you can help yourself with that. Okay, as for the boost. So body responds accordingly, okay, to everything that you ingest or don't ingest. So the sunshine. Okay, it's super important. Sunshine every day is very, very important. So if you guys are stuck inside the house, there's a possibility of going outside. Protect yourself, protect your hands, protect your face, stay away from people, and you can still go outside. You be in the sun, stay away 2 meters from everyone. Okay, at least 2 meters or even more. The moment they cough, and you caught the virus. So.
I mean, even if you're in quarantine, you can still socialize, just not like in close proximity. You can still socialize because then you can like talk to people online. That's still socializing.
Oh yeah. So definitely.
FaceTime,
this is what
call.
This is the era of practically that the internet is gonna be pretty much the only form.
Hi, Bethany.
The only form of communication. And the only reasonably healthy form of communication.
Sophie says despite the fact that she is seizure free, she put in quotations, that she still feels spacey.
Okay, so
Well, that could be because of the medication.
yeah, so
Because there are
it
moments
can
when I
be
feel that.
lesser as well. So we're very happy to hear that.
That you are seizure free.
Say hi to your mom from us. Wish her all the best.
She said
And
that her surgery went well. Or was it?
yes, great news. Thank you, Sophie. That we're very happy for that. Okay. Um. So, if your system is affected in any way, due to any other illness, any other things that happen.
Oh, if you
Okay,
don't get
lack of
enough sleep, lack of
Jesus.
sleep will weaken your immune system.
My hearing on that ear is good, actually.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go on the other side.
No,
Lack of
please.
sleep.
So yes, lack of sleep. So if you disrupt your sleep, if you do not drink enough fluids, okay, which is super
Oh,
important.
you have to
and
drink water regularly.
We're gonna talk about the
And
water.
and I know you're gonna have to pee a lot because you're drinking more fluids, but it's good for you because even if you have like the virus in your mouth or something, you like breathe it in through your mouth because like you're a mouth breather, like some people, then if you wash it down and it goes into your stomach, then the bile in your stomach can actually kill the virus before it reaches your trachea and goes into your lungs. So that's like the best alternative. There were doctors saying that it's better to drink a lot of water regularly because even if you do have the virus in your mouth, you feel like a scratchy throat or something, then you can drink it and it goes into your stomach and it kills off the virus before it reaches your lungs, which is where it is harmful.
So on that note, sipping little sips of water, okay, not soft drinks and not other stuff.
Yeah, soft drinks are not healthy.
Like
they may taste good, but they're not healthy.
Stuff with milk or anything, it does not count as hydration. Hydration
is water.
Water only.
Okay, our bodies are 70% water. That means it needs water to be hydrated, not pop, because pop it will dehydrate you. Coffee will dehydrate you because it's a diuretic. Coffee will dehydrate you. Our dog wants attention. Debbie's barking. He probably saw the curtain moving.
Okay, so on that note, drink and sip small amounts of water. Okay.
Regularly.
So pay attention to this. This is super important. I have been watching the news. I have been reading about the virus. I always like to be prepared in a way that I have, let's say I have my herbs, I have my spices here, and I have enough water to make sure that we protect ourselves. So one of the ways to protect yourself from
stay warm, dress warm.
One of the ways of protecting yourself is to make sure that you're hydrated. Okay, so you drink water, you drink hot. They're suggesting, so the media is suggesting, and not just the media. This is the doctors all over the world. They're suggesting to drink warm drinks. So like even if it is hot coffee, it's better than not drinking anything. Okay, tea. Okay, even hot water, you can just warm up water. I suggest that we did in the last video, we said boil and freeze your water if you're using tap water, if you have no access to buying water in the store.
I have a thing that doctors were saying that you shouldn't freeze your water because even if it's filtered or whatever, because the virus stays in cold water. It thrives in cold temperatures.
So now you are contradicting me when I'm telling people
but it's healthier.
to excuse me. No.
They were saying it's healthier
excuse
to drink
me. I didn't say drink
water.
cold water.
But you're saying freeze the water.
No, yeah, they have to freeze the water. The virus dies in freezing temperatures. Most of the viruses. Okay, the coronavirus, they're saying that the coronavirus is affected by the heat. So it may be a little different, but most of the viruses are only, please don't smudge anything off the thing. I'm not gonna be able to remember what I wrote on it. Okay, so the coronavirus is affected by the heat and humidity. Okay, so those are the things. So humidity, you're drinking hot coffee, tea, yeah, hot water, and even you can just sip up like water. Like I drink water. If your lips get really, really dry, then you need to do this for your protection. Okay, you cannot let your throat get dry. Okay, this is the first sign that the virus will thrive in your throat if your throat is dry. So don't let your throat get dry. uh, have a lot of humidity in your room. A lot of people, well, some people cannot afford a vaporizer, or to have specific humidifier, and right now they may be not even available in the stores. So when you cannot afford a humidifier or a vaporizer, or there's none in the store, boil water on top of the stove in a big pot, and let it boil for as long as you can. Make sure somebody's watching it. If you have seizures, don't do it yourself. Don't pick it up, because Virginia got burned in the past. We actually have a video with that. And so this is not, don't do it if you have seizures. I don't want you to be handling hot water. But someone in your family, let have a lot of moisture in the air. So taking hot showers, taking baths, for those who are safe with baths, because not everybody is. If you have tonic-clonic or drop seizures, baths are not for you. So bath showers, anything that will help to bring the moisture in your environment, so while you breathe, and in your throat, especially because the bacteria thrives, coronavirus thrives in the dry throat. They will stay there in the throat for a few days, and they will thrive. Okay, so they will stay there, they will build, and then they will proceed to the lungs. So you don't want them to be multiplying in your throat. I didn't put down this herb. It's sage. So I have had sage for quite some time. And there's regular sage, there's a red sage, and we're using it to gargle, to help to disinfect the throat. If you don't have sage, you don't have access, just do your own saline. Just do your own mixture of table salt and water. So warm water with like 1/3 or half a, I would say half a spoon of salt, half a teaspoon of salt, and make sure you mix it well and gargle with that. Also, the bugs hate salt. They hate salt, and they don't like sage because it's antiseptic. So you are helping to kill the bugs before they get into your lungs. All right. Severity of infection with the coronavirus will depend on any underlying illnesses. All right, so or your immunity. So if your immune system is weak already, boost it up with vitamins, boost it up with supplements, boost it up with being outside, with having fresh air, boost it up. Make sure that you have that moisture in your area. And I don't know what I did with my water. With my water, I brought a bottle of water. It's not here. Okay, and so illness and stress. So this, I wanted to get to the part of stress because stress is a huge thing for people with epilepsy and seizures. And Virginia, I'm doing a live stream. You have to stop doing that.
I can't stop.
Stress. Okay, guys. Stress is one of the biggest And one of the biggest enemies of any type of illness and getting better and getting better, because your body when it's stressed does not function properly. Okay, your body tries to uh, reduce the stress. It's, you know, it's kind of fighting the stress instead of fighting the illness. So uh, try to reduce your stress any way you can. So physical stress. So when I was talking about overdoing it with exercise, or emotional, like in my case, for example, physical stress would be doing anything past 5 to 10 minutes standing, because I live with pain every day. So physical stress for me starts after, you know, standing for a minute, and if I can't move and I have to be moving in the spot. And so physical stress is the enemy of your immune system. Emotional stress is an enemy of your immune system. Okay, so a healthy body, healthy mind, healthy mind, healthy body. Okay, it kind of works both ways. All right, so lack of sleep. So when you addressing your sleep, when I was saying
anxiety is bad for your body.
the sleep and water are like a number one on your list to make sure that your body is well. Okay, uh, your body rebuilds itself and produces all kinds of those little soldiers to protect your body from viruses and from bacteria, only while you sleep. Only when you sleep. Okay? So you need.
Please give me that.
No, you're not right now. I'm not giving you that, because that is too thick, and I need a thinner one. We need a thin one for that. And this is thick, and this is gonna break the whole thing. We won't be able to get out.
It's not gonna break it. I just need to bend the metal that's stuck in the door frame.
You break my door frame?
I won't break your door frame.
Okay. All right. So address lack of sleep. Address the foods. The foods are very important. So anything that produces mucus in the body is the enemy of the coronavirus. Okay. So and breathing. So you need to make sure that you'll be able to breathe properly, that your body is not going to be full of mucus and inflammation, and a proper hydration, so which I was already talking about. So this little bracket that I left here, I don't know if you guys can see it, that's for last. um, After I'm going to be talking about what type of supplements and foods to use and herbs to use for the virus. Okay, so things to do. What are the things to do to address the coronavirus? Okay, the things to do is go and watch our other live stream, so which is the live stream right before this one, in which myself and Virginia, we were
Not stuck in a room.
we were talking about um, can you stop sabotaging this live stream, Virginia? Because I'm trying to keep my mind on what I'm talking about, and you're constantly disrupting it. Okay? So watch the last live stream. We were showing the herbs, and especially a lot of herbs that I have purchased. So if you're gonna be using any herbs, make sure that you either consult a person who knows how much to take. With epilepsy, if you are taking any other herbs or anything on top of what you are already taking, or any meds that you're taking on regular basis, you need to make sure that they're not gonna disrupt your medication. Okay, so to be safe, I always tell Virginia, even with anything else with other supplements, take it at least, so minimum 2 hours apart, so either before or after, It's best after, but yeah, sometimes before, because if you're gonna go sleep and you just take your meds right before sleep, then you're gonna need to take it before. Okay, so next thing to do, okay, uh, call your doctor for and pharmacist for refills. Okay, a lot of doctors, okay, may say, oh no, you have to come to the office because of what's going on right now. Going to the doctor's office is actually very dangerous because anybody, like, that's where all the bacteria and viruses are circling all the time. Okay, so this is a very, very bad idea. Talk to your doctor, talk them into refilling your medication. Okay, you best bet, like here where we are here in Canada anyways, you call the pharmacist and the pharmacist can fax the any refills that you had, like any medication that you had in the past, they can fax it the request to your doctor, so you never have to go anywhere. Like even you don't even have to go to the pharmacy because they will deliver to you. Okay, if you guys cannot go outside or are scared to go outside or don't want to go outside, just they're gonna deliver it for you. All right, so do not go to the doctor, do not go to ER, so emergency room, unless it is a real emergency. Okay, so unless you're having seizures, unless there's bleeding, there's like a very, very high fever or breathing problem, if it's an emergency, a real emergency, then yes, you have to go. All right, if it's a super high fever, you don't know how to control it, you can't breathe, you don't know how to control it, then yes, you go to emergency because that's the last resort. But in the meantime, make sure that you address what you can at home. uh, the You are safer at home than in an emergency room, because the moment you step into the emergency room or doctor's office, all of those areas are super, super full of bacteria and coronavirus. All right, everybody is circling over there. You don't want to be there unless it's absolutely necessary, so stay away from people. Like I was saying, 2 meters minimum. um, so in front of you, if you go shopping, 2 meters in front of you, 2 meters behind you. Don't let people to breathe on you. Don't let them to cough on you. So keep your distance, because people cough and spit and do all kinds of stuff all the time. And and you don't want to be in a crossfire. All right, in a moment. So wash hands and face frequently. So the washing of the hands, why are you talking about the washing of the hands? Because we touch everything. Okay, we touch everything when we go outside. We touch the doorknob, we touch the elevator thing, we touch the walls, we touch the shopping carts, we touch the products that other people picked up and put it back. Okay, so you could protect yourself. Yes, you could wear gloves. If you're wearing gloves, the moment you touch your face with those gloves, that's it. Okay, you got it. Because people, they got itchy eyes, they got itchy nose, they wanna, or somebody sneezes. There's bacteria and viruses everywhere right now, and the coronavirus is everywhere. I was actually reading stuff that was saying that 100% of people will actually get the virus. Only the ones that are showing symptoms are the ones that are thinking, yeah, they got it. But there's so many people who don't show any symptoms at all, and they have the virus, and they're spreading the virus all over the place. And people just don't know, because they think, oh yeah, this person looks healthy. They don't have any breathing problem, they look fine, so they're fine, right? Not true. Okay, so wash your hands frequently. They're saying right now, this is again from learning stuff online, to wash your hands thoroughly, to lather them, and to lather them for I can't remember how many they said, 20 seconds or something. And then so lather it for as long as you can, wash it off, and do it and repeat. Okay, now when people go to do surgeries, they wash their hands, they scrub their hands 6 times. You don't need to do that, but you know, at least do it 2 or 3 times. Like right now when I go outside, I pay attention. I don't, because I live in a building, so you know, I am touching elevator, I am touching this, I am touching that. You know, we have to go out with the dogs, so I make sure I wash my hands. I repeat it. I lather it. I repeat it. If I put the dog away, I go and wash my hands. You know, I wash my hands again. You know, and I make sure that I have enough water, which I don't know where my water bottle disappeared, because I brought it here and it's not here for some reason. Okay, so next thing on the list is so don't touch your face. Don't touch your face outside. So okay, if you're home and you already washed your hands, remember that the virus and bacteria sticks to the clothing, sticks to your shoes. So when you walk, when you were outside, you brought that virus inside of your home. Okay, you gotta use common sense. You gotta be, you know, just think about it. You were walking everywhere. The virus is for sure at your home right now. Okay, if you walked outside at all, if anybody walked outside and come to your home, the virus probably there. The one thing that I have read that had me think about, you know, a little bit deeper, was that it was saying that the severity of getting sick from the virus will depend on the amount of exposure to the virus. So the more you get exposed, the harder your body has to fight it. Okay, so let's say somebody who, you know, went outside 2 or 3 times, they may not get like almost no symptoms, because you know they didn't touch their face, they washed their hands, whatever. They may get no symptoms at all. Okay, and then we're talking then next thing, just to give you like you know, the opposite example, somebody who works as a medical professional and they deal with people all the time and all day long. So they're exposed to the virus all the time. They're the most susceptible. They're the ones who have to wear the masks. So now they're saying, you know, the mask is not going to protect you. The mask protects the people, that if you're sick, it will protect other people, and that the mask will protect the people who are working as medical professionals, right? Nurses, you know, anybody in a hospital. Okay, treat so treat yourself at home. Okay, so Virginia had to calm down, because the only thing, the best thing to do is to calm down. Okay, and then you can do stuff with cool head, because when you are stressed and you
To be
are
clear to people watching, I haven't calmed down.
okay, so I
I'm
have
having
another.
a panic attack.
Okay, so I have another half an hour. You go through it, okay, or address it the way we already taught people how to do it. You can do that. Do you want water?
You just said there's no water in the room.
There's water in the room.
I don't want water from your room.
Okay, she don't want water. Okay, so treat whatever you can. Treat it at home. The water, the sleep, and anything that has to do with boosting your immune system, with maintaining your immune system, okay, at the top notch, is the best thing you can do. So fresh air, sleep, you know, proper food, anti-inflammatory food, food that is not going to clog you, it's not going to clog your lungs, it's not going to obstruct them with mucus. Okay, and make sure that you wash that throat often. Make sure that it's moist, which I'm just gonna get it right now. Hold on, because I really have to get water right now. And I also wanted to see, okay, how many more. I don't see how many minutes is left. Okay, it's not showing me. It's not really showing me how much battery I have. Okay, so I'm gonna try to keep it short, so we can address this door soon. Okay. Virginia can stop stressing out. Okay, so Yes, so treat it at home, eat, sleep, drink regularly, okay? Eat healthy foods, drink healthy drinks, water is your best. So you don't want water?
No.
Okay. So increase the amount of fluid. So let's say you have not, whatever you've been drinking before, increase the amount of fluids, and by fluids I mean especially water. You can sip, drink every so often, okay? Frequent baths or showers and showers, moist air vaporizer, humidifier. If you don't have any of those, boil the water on the stove top. Make sure it's a big pot. Make sure somebody's watching it, okay? So it's safe, all right? Treatments with water. So treatments with water, foods, spices, supplements, and herbs. So with the water, I already told you about the water. Treatment with foods. So guys, do your homework. In the last live stream, we were talking about anti-inflammatory foods and foods that actually cause inflammation. Do your research online, because right now there's going to be, I don't think there's going to be anybody available to give you that information over the phone, okay? Spices. So spices like Virginia already mentioned, she said garlic and ginger are actually great colds and flu remedies. Garlic and ginger, well, garlic itself helped me in the past many times to cleanse my lungs and to expel phlegm and to help me breathe, to actually help me even my sense of smell got better because I've been actually eating garlic every day. Now when you're eating garlic, word of caution that I'm gonna do, say it now, and I said in the last video, that you cannot take too much garlic. If you have already low blood pressure, take only 1 clove of garlic, minced, okay, or crushed. Mix it with food so it doesn't burn your stomach lining, okay? Mix it with food, raw, okay, and eat it at every meal if you can. Right? You have 3 meals daily or whatever. We have 3 cloves of garlic as a precaution. Do not overdo. Garlic brings down blood pressure, so you need to be careful how much garlic you ingest. All right. Same thing uh, with ginger. Ginger is actually the opposite. I think it raises the blood pressure, but ginger is antiseptic and stuff, so it's used for colds and flu as a remedy. It helps to cleanse the kidneys and stuff. So you want that, for cleansing your lungs and kidneys. And again, small amounts, best raw. You can extract the juice. You can chew on a little piece of ginger once in a while. You can put a little slice of it, a thin slice of it in your tea, okay, while you drink tea in the morning. It is very good. So supplements. Okay, so I'm going to talk about supplements in a minute, and herbs as well. Okay, so those are your treatments in taking care of yourself at home, because right now it's dangerous to be outside. People still, I see people still go outside and they still want to socialize and they still think it's okay, and they don't know what is there, because just because you can see the virus, you cannot see with the naked eye. So people don't know the moment they get sick. They don't know who infected them. Most of the time they don't know who. They just get sick, and then they bring it home to their families. You don't want to be doing that. So stay away from huge gatherings. uh, Stay away from from other people. You're walking on the street, somebody's walking close to you. Hey, make like that huge detour. It doesn't have to be little detour. You're protecting yourself. You're not doing anything wrong. Okay. um okay, so next thing on the list is loosen the mucus and phlegm. Okay, so with foods, so anti-inflammatory foods, um, foods that are going to help you to loosen that, especially spices, is garlic, okay, herbs, a golden seal. Okay, so golden seal root. I didn't put it down, but this is the root. Okay, it's very expensive, so if you guys can't get a hold of it, use other things like garlic. You can use stuff like let me see the other one I put down. So you can use other herbs to help you that are gonna help you expel the mucus, which anise seeds are good for that, and fennel seeds. Okay, they're actually really good for that as well. And I'm gonna mention all of these herbs that are good for colds and flu. That if you have any of them, use them. Make your mixture of the tea at home. Licorice is very good for expelling mucus and phlegm, cleansing your lungs. Okay, so so loosen your mucus with phlegm with water. Okay, so in the last video, in the last live stream, I was showing the water basin with the towel overhead. Only use that if you don't have seizures. Okay, if you have seizures, then only the family. Don't do that. Try to get, if there is a possibility, try to get something online that's gonna help you with that facial cleanser, the one that helps you steam the face. It will bring the moisture inside of your passages, and at the same time it will not burn your face, and you're not gonna get hurt. Okay, or ask a family member to put a pot on the stove 2-3 times a day. Boil the water for as long as you can, and let that water be in the air, in the moisture inside the house. Okay, next thing. Okay, so water, spices, herbs, and golden secret. Anti-inflammatory, so steps to cleanse the lungs, and to facilitate breathing. Okay, one of the biggest problems with coronavirus and the last stage is when the person's lungs get, this is obviously information from online, that the person's lungs get filled with mucus, and with eventually they get filled with fluid, and they cannot breathe. Okay, so you need to do the things that can help you to facilitate the cleansing of the lungs. Okay, so first, as I said, garlic. Okay, garlic with every meal. Foods like apples, berries. So ginger, I have ginger here. Pineapple is one of the super super good cleansers for your to loosen phlegm and to cleanse your lungs. Because I have done it in the past. If you guys go, there's still pineapples in the store. People don't know about it. If you have a juicer, juice that pineapple and have juice. Okay, don't overdo it. Have like one pineapple juice at a time, so you don't get we don't get burns and stuff. So if you are eating the pineapple, don't eat the whole pineapple, only half, and so it doesn't burn your lips around. Eat it, make sure that it doesn't burn your lips. Okay, greens. So leafy greens are super good because they are rich in vitamin C. Licorice, as I mentioned already, fennel. Okay, for the supplements, the basic supplements for the immune necessary for your body to function properly, and for your immune system to have a healthy immune system. Okay, and especially I'm going to start with magnesium for people with epilepsy. Okay, because magnesium is relaxing. um, so the ones they're talking about online is the magnesium chloride. There are different, there's like about 10 or more different types of magnesium on the market right now. And in the last live stream, we were also talking about magnesium, and how you can mix the magnesium flakes with water and you can spray it on your body. Make sure you don't have any cuts because it will burn. So, and that there is proper, that you don't put too much, okay, that it's not too strong, that it's not going to hurt you. All right, so you look it up online. If you have any questions, you can ask me. And so next thing is zinc. People don't, also not many people know about it. So magnesium, zinc is one of the basic necessities to help you with the immune system. Very good. You have vitamin D, which is super essential for your bones and pretty much every function of your body, as magnesium and zinc is. And you have the vitamin C, which is very good immunofighter. I just read some stuff online saying, oh, vitamin C is not really that good. It is still very good because it is one of the basic necessities for your body to function. Okay, so as immune system, you have vitamins. You have lemons, oranges, hibiscus, red peppers are rich in vitamin C, broccoli, strawberries. Okay, and then you have spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, avocado, coconut, peanut butter. Okay, those are the ones that are anti-inflammatory. So pumpkin seeds, okay, almond, spinach, avocado, coconut, okay, which is antibacterial, antiviral, and actually peanut butter is very rich in a lot of nutrients. Okay, for those of you who can, make sure that you don't have a peanut allergy. Okay, and so now I wanted to, this is probably like almost the last thing that I wanted to say. The herbs that they're going to help you getting through are chamomile, peppermint, elderberries, okay, cherries. Cherries are fruits, obviously. You can drink cherry juice, turmeric, exercise, walking, lymphatic drainage, lung and mucus drainage. Okay, so those are your helpers. Okay, cherries are very good. So any of the fruits that I mentioned, and vegetables. Turmeric, okay, turmeric is actually good with black pepper. So you're supposed to be eating some black pepper with it, not a lot. All right, so which increases the turmeric's potency. All right, they say by 200%. Anyways, okay, so exercise, walking, fresh air, which I didn't have room already to put it on, but we talked about it in the last also in the last live stream, so watch that. Okay, and lymphatic massage, so which I didn't talk about because if the person gets to the point where they have a lymphatic massage, when they have obstruction in the lung, and from the time, okay, so when I said the person gets infected, they, when they get infected, they don't know. Okay, so the virus enters the body, they kind of linger around the throat for a few days. All right, so water, which is my, I was really thirsty on my last live stream, but I'm still around and I'm not sick with the corona, or I'm not showing symptoms. um Lymphatic massage, okay, this is something that you can look up, which I have not made a video of yet. But lymphatic massage is one of the best ways of draining your inflammation from the body. So the lymphatic massage can be performed by someone else. It can be performed by the person who wants to do it. Or you obviously you can't, do it the back or anything, or the sides, the way somebody else would do it for you. But mostly you would want to bring it out from here, you want to bring it out from there. If somebody can help you to do it, from your back, those are the things. So you can watch videos on lymphatic massage. So if you are if you have a problem breathing, if your glands are swollen and your lymph glands are swollen, make sure that you don't do it too hard. Lymphatic massage is a special type of massage. Okay, it's not just press down on it as hard as you can. That's not how it works. Okay, it helps to reduce the inflammation from the body by moving your lymphatic system. Okay, so a lot of people, when they're sick, they feel so weak, they stay in bed all the time, so they're not really moving around. And the way the body gets rid of toxins is by moving, okay, throughout the day. So that is the only way of getting rid of the toxins is by moving. So that's how lymphatic, that's how we clean our bodies. Okay, you guys know how you clean your apartment, you clean your bodies by movement. Okay, so again, little, even this is gonna help you move your lymph. Okay, if you're in bed, even just circling your arms was gonna help. Okay, lung mucus drainage. So there's something that I was looking at. There was I just brushed on it yesterday. At the last, as a last resort. Okay, when people get the lungs filled with mucus and water, fluid, water, when they get it's usually very thick fluid, and that's why it doesn't, it just stays there and people can't breathe. They don't bring the oxygen to the cells anymore because the lungs are full of fluid instead of air, okay, and oxygen. So there is a thing to do, it's called lung drainage. Okay, and it is done by again, you guys need to go to if somebody wants to see how it's done, or for us to put out a video about it, then you guys just ask me under the video, okay, to do that. If not, go online and watch some videos. Actually, I was reading about this on how to do this. Your body has to the lungs have to be lower than other parts of the body while you're doing this, but it's a specific way of doing it. So you need to know exactly how to help to drain your lungs, and to help your body to protect itself and get stronger. All right. So I am gonna say thank you for you guys to being here today. Unfortunately, I closed the door. Virginia got very upset because she's been at the door since sobbing, and she just doesn't want to let it go. So I'm gonna finish up, and I'm gonna help her open the door. So thank you for watching. Okay, join us for lots of more videos, and lots of love to all of you. Okay, and give lots of love to Virginia. Virginia, I'm gonna help you open it.
No, you're not. You're not gonna help me open it because you don't know how to open it.
Okay. Mwah. See you next time. Okay.